Good night, everyone. I'll start by apologizing for my emotional walking onto the stage, because this ain't no joke. 2025 is no joke. No joke. We need to get rid of the PNM. We need to get rid of them from captain to cook and make sure the United National Congress get into government. So I'd like to say a good evening to our political leader, the Honorable Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bisesa SC, the National Executive, our Northeast representative, my co-candidates, campaign teams. I'd like to say a special welcome to PSA, PP, COP, and OWTU, because this coalition is none other than the most aggressive combination to create a government in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. I'd like to say a pleasant good night to Malabar Mausika, our friends next door. I would like to say a welcome to Lopino Bonnier. I would like to say a welcome to Trin City. And I would like to say a special good night to Arima. Well, tonight I didn't come with any empty promises. I came with action. I came with truth. And I come with a plan for real change and real results. For far too long, we've been ignored. Our community is neglected. I've heard it in other speeches, so you can understand clearly that we're not lying. It's being repeated, right? Our voices dismissed, our roads forgotten, and our youth abandoned. Now, I'd like to be specific with something. An individual from Santa Rosa told me that, she said, Mr. Moses, I must admit, I love my member of parliament, but from a personal perspective, that is great. That's what she said. She said, but when I'm thinking about the legacy, safety and security of my family, I, myself and my neighbors will have no other choice but to switch, vote for the United National Congress and remove her from government. My Northeast representative spoke about the Lafayette issues we have. We went up on the North Coast. We went from Paria through Mont-Lacroix, Blanchisseuse, Lafayette, and the issue we experienced in Lafayette is exactly what she said. She wasn't making up. You cannot make things up like that. And the constituents up there, it's a bit confusing to me. Looking back historically, the North Coast fluctuates from PNM to UNC, and they roll. It's a real nice dynamic process, all because they are viewing that, okay, let's see where we could get the dollar. I had conversations on both entities on the North Coast, and I explained to them, okay, all well and fine, you got $40,000 to vote for the People's National Movement to bring out 100 persons. After paying about $200 per person, let's round it off that you end up with about $20,000, which because of your lifestyle would last you a week. So you are going to enjoy that money for a week and suffer for 4 years and 51 weeks. That makes no sense. They told me they never viewed it in that light, and in my logic, they are now accepting the fact that the North Coast has gone to the United National Congress, and we are going to bring it home and get rid of the People's National Movement for once and for all. When I came into politics, I have to laugh, because I came from the military. Well, when you're in the military, you can't be politically affiliated and or inclined. I was approached in 2023 by our present coordinator. I spoke to my wife. My wife said, well, you normally help persons, so you'll get the opportunity to use the United National Congress as a conduit to help a lot more. But she said something to me that night. She said, how come you didn't approach the People's National Movement? The Member of Parliament is right around the corner from us. I said, well, they may be there, but when you look at empathy, and you have to make a logical decision when it comes to operational planning in the Defense Force. There's only one individual that has empathy and has the ability to bring the country out of the abyss that we are in. So there's no choice between UNC and PN, and there's no choice, there's none. There's UNC and nothing. So I went on to become the local candidate, the candidate for the local government, and when I saw what was happening out there, I identified that I had no other choice but to stay into politics and try to ensure that I fight for the United National Congress in Arima. So they told me that, but Moses, Arima is a stronghold, you know. Like Penny. I said, all right, nothing wrong with that. I said, but Penny don't have a clue how aggressive I am. And for 3 years, after growing up and knowing that politicians only walk around when it's election time, I walked for 3 years and made sure that Penny shake in her boots. And now she's looking at me, who before I was into politics, I got a lovely smile. Now I know she's looking at me, hoping that I get a heart attack and die. Because at no point in time that anytime you need representation in Arima, you cannot look to the People's National Movement. You have to look to Nigel Moses, the UNC candidate for Arima. I went up to the La Retreat area. Beautiful people. Let me hear La Retreat in the house. Beautiful people. And despite all the murders they went through for 18 months, they held fast and still maintained their pride and still looked forward to supporting each other as neighbors. But it's very painful. I went to houses where the wife, husband and brother died. I went to houses where the 4 kids were killed. I went to houses left, right, and center, almost 17 murders in 18 months. And what they are telling me is not one day they were visited by the government. So Penny went up in the La Retreat and thought that she had it easy, a normal, smooth walkover. They told her, you were not there when our families were killed. Nigel Moses was there. But more now that the election is here, you are coming to campaign, vote for me. I went into the Matarita area. Lovely, lovely people. Matarita in the house. They are telling me that they received chicken neck. Chicken neck as give out when Hampers went to Santa Rosa. They told her, well, MP, chicken necks? Oh God, man. She said, no, it'll taste real good when it's G-rate. So all they have to look forward to is G-rate chicken neck. So the Matarita people are saying, take your bags of G-rate chicken neck and go for me. Arima is a unique place. Very, very unique. We have the Arima Borough Corporation situated in the middle of the Tunapuna-Piako Regional Corporation to the west and the Tunapuna-Piako Regional Corporation to the east. That's strange. That's strange. The Arima Borough Corporation, I'm not speaking statistics, but I'm assuming it's the smallest corporation in Trinidad and Tobago. The Arima has no industrial support, unlike south of the border, and you have Mearo, Guayari. We don't have industrial support. We don't have the oil and gas and all of that. So we have over 30,000 persons trying to get into the Arima Borough Corporation. You all find that makes sense? Right? These said people are begging and pleading for the lands that they have been living on for over 30 years, some persons over 40, over 50, over 60 years, for certificates of comfort. That unfair? Kamla Prasad Bisesa brought the land for the landless between 2010 and 2015 ensuring that they're trying to work to get the certificate of comfort for these people. PNM came into power and say you all don't need that. Discontinue that. And now in the last hours, telling persons, submit your birth certificate, because the election here, submit your birth certificate and the relevant documents, and the Land Settlement Agency will sort you out. What I am telling her is, go out from here. Now we have the dump situated in the La Retreat area, right? Now you all will know it as the dump road, but we have made sure that the name has changed to give dignity to the community. So you have the La Retreat road, you have the La Retreat extension connecting to the heights of Guanapo. So we're speaking of the dump on the La Retreat road. Swim Call, who is responsible for ensuring there's no spillage over into the rivers, has not done their job. So now you have signs in the rivers that stating no bathing, no cooking, no drinking, no nothing. But you know, children are reading that signs. All of us are small. So the children are bathing, cooking, drinking, swimming, and the government is doing what? The government is doing what? So you know what they are telling you, or what they are telling us in Arima? We don't care about you, whether it's crime, you could die in the river. We have no concern about you with your interest in wanting land for you and your family, for legacy for your children, but all we want is for you to vote because we're nice people. So what I'm telling them, go off from here. And tonight, I am standing here as your candidate for the United National Congress for the general elections, and I will be here for you, not from now till tomorrow, but I'll be here for you from now till the end of time. And when Nigel Moses wins, Arima wins. Let me hear you. When Nigel Moses wins, who wins? When Nigel Moses wins, who wins? And when UNC wins, everybody wins. Thank you.
When UNC